Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I'm so grateful that you have joined us for this little while. There are times when we really need to call on, the most powerful energy that there is. And today's meditation does that. I have some people very dear to me who are fighting some serious illnesses, and we're going to call in the Almighty, the magnificent presence, healing presence of the Infinite. So let's get started. So as usual, let's begin with our 3 nice, really deep breaths. First, breathing into our chest, filling up your lungs, holding it for a moment, and then releasing it, and then fill up your chest and your upper back. Fill up your rib cage. Ready? Nice deep breath. Just feel your rib cage expand and just kind of hold it out there for a moment and feel it. Feel that nice expansion, and then release it nice and slowly. And now take the deepest breath you've taken all day, filling up your chest, your back, and your belly, just filling up your lungs to capacity. Holding it for a moment and just feeling that fullness of breath, and then releasing it. So we're going to continue to do breath work while we relax our bodies. So imagine breathing into your legs, like filling up your legs and your feet all the way to the tips of your toes and the soles of your feet. Imagine filling it up with energy, like breathing in, and just feel that sort of sense of expansion in your legs, and then and as you release it, feel all of the muscles in your feet and legs go to a neutral position and begin to get very heavy. And now imagine breathing into your pelvis, your lower 2 chakras, your glutes, your hips, your lower torso, your pelvic floor. Fill it up for a moment. And let it go. And now imagine filling up your torso from your waist all the way up to your shoulder, so you can feel your ribs and your belly expand with your breath, but also energetically just fill that space up. Imagine picking up anything you no longer need, and as you exhale, releasing it. And now imagine breathing into your arms, your upper and lower arms, your hands, your fingers, your thumbs. Just imagine this next breath, like directing it into your arms. Just get this sense of your hands and your arms expanding and grabbing onto anything you don't need. And then notice your hands and your arms getting really heavy. And now let's breathe into our necks and our heads. Gently filling up those top 3 chakras. And then release it. So I have some people very close to me who have cancer, and both of them, look to have a complete recovery, and we know that prayer and meditation supports that, supports the healing, supports them in their process, because we heal best when we feel safe and relaxed. So let's just imagine if there's anything, first of all, physically in us that needs to be healed. We just relax our bodies into whatever we're occupying, a chair, a sofa, a bed, and just completely let go. And just feel your body relaxing. Becoming more and more peaceful. And what we know is there is one presence and one power in the universe. And we call it lots of different things. A lot of us call it God, presence, the divine, one presence and the one power. I call it lots of different things, universal life force. And we know that nothing is more powerful than that. Nothing. And if we are to apply it to a human situation, it is the power of love. And so when we get a health challenge, and I'm still recovering from the virus that I had over the holidays, so I can appreciate this. It's first of all hard to accept it. And so whether it's our own illness or someone else's, or maybe it's trauma that we're healing from, or a combination of all of that. Let's first invite an energy of acceptance into our minds and into our hearts and into our souls. To accept the situation exactly as it is. And to affirm, thank you, God, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, God. I wouldn't have it any other way. So every experience in our lives is a gift to us. Even the most painful, or sometimes especially the most painful. So my most recent, most painful experience was probably the death of my father, which was almost 14 years ago now. And I did not accept it. I did not agree with it. I don't remember ever saying that was going to be okay. But, it happened. And I think that when things happen, it's important to have our emotions. So let's just take a moment, and whatever emotions you're having about your own or someone else's illness, just let them be. Just check in for a moment. Am I feeling anger? And it's okay to feel anger. Whatever human emotion we're feeling is okay to have. I don't necessarily want to perpetuate it or pitch a tent there, but having it, experiencing it is part of the human experience. And as soon as we fully accept whatever emotion that we're having, it eases a little. Depending upon the intensity of it, it sometimes goes away immediately when we accept it. Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling afraid? Are you feeling ashamed? Are you feeling confused? Whatever it may be, honor yourself enough to let yourself have it. And so we'll just have a moment of just sitting in the emotion. A few breath cycles. And now let's focus on our thoughts and our beliefs, because our thoughts guide and direct our lives and create our experiences. And so, what do you think about healing? I invite you to think about all of the many things in your life and in other people that you have experienced and witnessed healing from. I have not met a single person who went through a major health crisis and got through to the other side who didn't say, I can fully see all of the gifts that had for me. That was truly a gift to me. So let's focus on first the one presence and the one power, and call ourselves into that presence, into our higher selves, into our oneness with all that is. Let's remember who we are. Expressions of the infinite. We are truly God expressing here on earth. As much of God as we can allow to express through a human person. And the good news is, while we can fully express as much of our infinite selves as we can, there is more to us and more to God than that. It is the one power. And when we align all of ourselves, all of our thoughts, all of our being with this power, it flows into us easily, fluidly, copiously, and effortlessly. So we accept the divine. We accept our infinite selves. We accept that we are God expressing, and we allow that expression into every one of our cells. We allow ourselves to be renewed and rejuvenated, healed, fully aligned with all that is. We accept our healing now, and we invite and accept the healing of anyone else we are concerned about. We see wholeness. We see vibrant life. We see joy and jubilation, magic. What seems like miracles is just God showing up. Maybe it seems like it's in disguise, but it is the one presence and the one power showing up, making its presence known in, through, and as us. And so we have an affirmation. I allow the infinite presence to show up in me. I allow the infinite presence to show up through me. I allow the infinite presence to show up as me. I accept, invite, and allow myself to be God to other people and myself. I allow the infinite. I allow the infinite to guide my every thought, word, and action, and I accept miracles in every area of my life. Enchantment and magic is the natural way for those who realize that it's the natural way. It's not a secret. It's just a matter of remembering it and being mindful. So allow yourself to take another really deep breath into every one of your cells. I invite you to remember and to be open to remembering at every moment that you are one with all that is, that God is expressing in, through, and as you in every moment. And your every thought, word, and action is an expression of the infinite. And you are whole and perfect. How could you be anything else? Exactly as you are in this moment. Let's take one nice last deep breath. And remember that it is the infinite breathing our breath when we're not consciously doing it. The infinite beating our hearts. The infinite healing us in every moment and healing our loved ones. We remember who we are. And I remember who you are, and the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes. I see you. The one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.